right. So, um, before we the hell is this doing here? Before we get into it in earnest, um, anyone have any thoughts or needs or whatever comments about anything we've been doing or that you've been into, or just hear from you for a change? Anything? I think.
I enjoyed my first improv with you, Tom, last week.
Ah, okay. I got you coming back for more. That's good. Anyone have any insight or any like, oh, I saw this, I heard we did this thing, and I don't think it works, or it does work. I don't know, just anything
I
that
had
stopped me from talking.
I guess a question. If it's a short scene, right? Like it's a really, really short scene for some reason. It needs to be a short scene. What suggestions to make it more effective rather than building for so long? If you want something like fast food, I mean, fast food is the bad word, but like, you want something to be good fast.
Well, let me ask. Let me be like a politician and answer your question with a question. And then not answer your question at all. What do you consider a short scene? A, and B, it's a two-part question. How do you know how long your scene is going? Except in a rehearsal or a workshop, how do you know how long a scene is going to be when you jump into it? How do you know if it's going to be a short scene?
True.
No, I don't know.
No, something that came to mind is I remember doing this thing back in the day, right? Where it was, I don't know what they called it. I think it was kind of like a jam session, or I don't remember the word right now. But basically it was a back line and people just constantly changing, but they were very short snippets. I don't know if there's.
It's a jam.
Oh, okay. So it's a jam. All right. And it
It's
just felt like people were going out, and there was like one or two punchlines, and then people switched. And I'm like, I had no time to ever build anything, and I'm like, what the hell? What I do?
I can answer that question. As far as quality in a jam, nobody gives a shit.
Okay,
it's a jam. It's like saying what's the best way to get onto a crowded bus. I mean, you just have to get on the bus, and get in there. A jam is just mostly guys, usually, and when it's women, they have to compete with the guys, and they have to be loud and say the funny thing, usually something that's a little vulgar. And it's not. I think calling it fast food is doing it is elevating it.
Oh.
I personally don't like jams. Online, they seem to work pretty well. It's different. I think people are better behaved. I don't know, or you get different influences from different places. But I'm going to be cruel. Usually, jams are either for people who couldn't get in the show in the first place and now they're in a jam, or people who just cannot stop being on stage and looking for attention. You know them as well as I do. You've just been you've been rehearsing improv for an hour and a half. You've been on stage for 2 hours. Now somebody says there's a jam. You've got to run over there and be the funniest person in the class clown in the room, because you just can't get enough affirmation. And I don't know if I really want to be on a stage with people who need it that badly. It's like being jamming with musicians and everybody wants to play lead all the time. It's like it doesn't work. So if you are in something where you think you need to get it done quickly, there are times when you might need it to get a scene in quickly. Maybe you're in a format where you have to hit this particular beat. The best thing you can do is not ask me. The best thing you can do is ask the director, or what he or she wants. or ask the person who's running the jam what he or she wants, and then stand there while everyone else does something that they don't want. What can I tell you? I don't think much of jams. So it's a good practice. It's good practice. You know, if you can be in a jam and because you don't get to do enough stage time, do it. It's like I don't know. It's like having. It's like if you're a goalkeeper, it's like having somebody just kicking the ball at you over and over and over and over and over again, and eventually you'll be better at it, but it's not that enjoyable.
Got it.
Okay. And so much for jams. By the way, who's going to take part in the jam that I'm running next? No, I'm just kidding. I just refuse to do it. I won't even, you know, I'm in shows and it's like, okay, afterwards we're doing a jam. Really? You do jam. I'm going to go have a beer. Tell me how your jam went. Tell me if you got a word in edgewise. Any other thoughts or questions or comments? Something that's been on your mind, improv wise? Nothing? Blank slate? Tabla rasa. Okay. Okay.
I guess I have a question since I keep on going. Are we gonna see anything like structure wise? Like
No.
I've heard about. No. Okay.
No. You mean like, are we going to do a Harold, or are we going to do all these different formats?
Right.
It's really hard to do online well. And if you do them, you have to do them with like 4 people maybe. And you've got to do a lot of it. If we were to practice doing a Harold, first of all, it's really hard to do sitting still. And secondly, it's a 25-minute format. What are the other 4 people going to do for 25 minutes? So
got it.
What I'm doing is stuff that if you learn to do this stuff, and then when life starts again and you start doing formats, you can apply all this stuff within those formats and they'll be better. You know, we're just making good, solid bricks, and what you choose to build out of them later is up to you. But we're not going to be building any cathedrals, unfortunately. Good question, though. Okay, I didn't hear anyone else clamoring for attention, so okay, we'll start. As you know, I mean, I just go off for a little while, and then you guys do stuff. So my thing today, it's 2 sides of the same coin I want to talk about. And one of them is about a concept that's called the first shiny object. It's called other things as well. But who does know what I'm talking about when I say that? I didn't invent it. I didn't invent it. So, well, say it. Tell me.
The first thing that comes up in a scene that could be focused on that would be humorous,
or interesting, or unusual. Yeah. Sometimes it's called the first unusual thing or the first strange thing, but it's the idea that as the scene progresses, something will occur. Someone will say something. Someone will do something. Anything. It could be anything. It could even be, like I said, a mistake. Somebody makes a mistake and says something the wrong way, or somebody accidentally sits down and almost falls off the chair. It could be any little thing that the scene's going like this, and suddenly there's a little blip. That little blip, the first one of those, grab it. That's your lifeline. That's the thing. That's the volleyball that you're going to be playing with. Don't wait for another one. That's the one. And you're both playing with the same volleyball. We don't need to play volleyball with 2 volleyballs. We play with the one until it winds up in the ocean, and then we go get another volleyball. So the thing that makes some improvisers really good is that they know, they have radar. They can spot immediately the little thing that might just go past people. That's the thing. It's usually not an intentional thing. It's usually not something somebody did on purpose. It's something that happened, and it's almost never on purpose. That's the fun of it, because now some odd thing happened, and now we're going to grab that and have the scene sort of revolve around that for a while, which means that this is unpredictable. We can't know at the beginning the trajectory of this scene. We don't know, because we're waiting for this blip, and that's the thing we're going to grab onto. So the challenge is to spot it. Those are the good improvisers. They're the ones who are always looking for it. Nothing gets by them. And if there's anything that makes you go, that's it. Doesn't have to be a big thing. Could be the smallest thing. Anything that makes you even think of going, that's the thing. Grab it, magnify it, and see how long you can keep that volleyball up in the air. And when it falls, wait for the next thing. Anyone not get what I mean? It's okay if you don't. It's a concept. It's hard to visualize. That's why we talk about the first shiny object. It's something it's like magpies look for shiny things to put in their nests, you know. Nothing? No one? Okay. So here's what I want to do. I want to do a couple of, yeah, I know. Yeah, it's just me talking. It's just, so, all right. We're going to do a few scenes, like 2-minute scenes. And the people who are not in the scenes, I want you to pay attention, and I want you to either write down or in some way make a note to yourself the first shiny object that you see. The people who are in the scene, you don't have to worry about it. The people who are watching it, I want you to tell me when the scene is over, what was the first shiny object you saw? All right? Do this.
Yes.
Okay. Good. There we go. Okay. So I'm just going to put two people in. Do a grounded scene. What do we say? What do we mean when we say grounded? Somebody say it out loud. Doesn't have to. Don't read it, but just tell me what it is. Grounded.
Believe it.
Yeah, believe what you're doing. Believe it. Don't just say shit. Just because you think you need to say something. I need to believe you. Okay. Yeah, we used to have a guy, and then I started doing it, who used to collect these little practice golf balls, little plastic ones with the little holes in it, and he had a bag of them. And in a rehearsal, if you did something that was not a grounded thing, that you were trying to get a laugh, he wouldn't stop the scene. He'd just throw it at you and hit you with it. It didn't hurt. It didn't hurt. It was just, oh yeah, okay, yeah, like a cattle prod almost, but just like that. And it would get you back on track without having to stop the scene. But when you got hit, it's because, hey, you're trying to be Mr. Funny. Now you look even funnier. You know. Okay, so let's do it. Let's get two people in. I will choose you, not the least bit carefully. I'm just gonna. What am I doing here? Okay, there we go. I'm gonna get out of the way. No input. Just.
And John's going to turn on his mic.
He will. He will. He will. I know he will. I know he will. Of course he will. Okay. Ready?
Yes.
I don't really care. Go.
Well, why are you happy all of a sudden?
You're just so adorable.
Adorable. Is that what you think of me? Adorable?
Mm-hmm.
Just that's it. That's
No,
just
actually,
adorable. I'm just this cute thing that you can have. That's all I am.
hold up. Not
Hold-
adorable. Precious.
I mean, that's a little bit better, but still back on the adorable. That's the first thing you think about. Suzanne, really? That's all I am. Oh man, you're many things to me, and I'm just this one thing.
See, you're doing it now. You're doing it now.
I'm trying to have a conversation with you, Suzanne. I'm trying to point out the you're not. Just stop smiling. That's all I ask. Just take me seriously. You're doing it. You're thinking it. You're thinking it at least. You're like, man, adorable.
Yes.
Ah, God.
I'm just
darn it.
thinking about how cute and sweet. Oh,
Don't.
Mhm.
Look, we draw the line when you pinch my cheeks. All right, we're not doing that this time. Okay.
We at least put on the little sailor outfit.
Why do I every time? Okay, no, I will not let you do this to me again. Okay,
But
I'm not putting on the outfit. Okay, and if I had to put on an outfit, definitely not the sailor one.
well, if you had to pick an outfit, it doesn't have to be the sailor one.
Can I be the fireman?
Okay. Scene. Nice. That was fun. Thank you for going first. You didn't have a choice. Thank you for not volunteering. Anyone think they see any shiny object?
I thought the sailor outfit. I thought I heard Hitler outfit, but no, you didn't, right? You said sailor.
Sailor.
She said sailor.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they ran out of Hitler outfits.
I was like, oh my god, the shiny object. That's it. That's it. But
Okay.
I guess the sailor outfit could work.
Okay, Lilith.
I thought it started earlier because when John started, Marisa was smiling sweetly. So I think that was a shiny reaction. That why is she smiling?
Smiling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyone else have a thing that they thought? You can say it. Even if someone's already said it, you can say it. Anyone see a shiny object besides Jeremiah and Lilith?
I mean, even Marissa's nonverbal movements, like clenching her fists and squeeze those nonverbal cues, John picked up on them and took them and ran with them. So,
Okay. Anyone else have a thought? I'm not sitting here waiting for someone to say the right thing. I'm just trying to get your input. So
I thought the word adorable was the shiny thing.
Okay. Anyone else? I don't want to short circuit anybody. Okay. Good choices. I think that those things jumped out at me. Adorable was kind of cute. So it was like, okay, are we going to jump on this kind of compliment? Which they did. Another shiny object I saw was the same thing, was a smile. Don't give me that smile. You're not going to do that smile. So yes, the facial and nonverbal stuff, that I saw that also as a shiny object. And of course, once again, I felt the same way about the sailor suit. I just couldn't understand why it wasn't a Hitler suit. That would have been much funnier. But, no, I thought the same thing, sailor suit. So that's why I'm making these things short, because it might take 2 minutes to get to a shiny object. It might take a minute. It might happen after 30 seconds. So yes, any one of these things would have been things. There's no like wrong answer. Like to me, the smile was the shiny object. That's what I would have picked up on if I had done a scene with them. To someone else, maybe something else. But that's the kind of thing that you have to have radar looking for. Being not in a scene is particularly if you're going to be in a format where there are various people doing scenes in a narrative or whatever, coming in and out of scenes. We're not doing that, but it's nice to know that you can pick up on that. It's a little harder to do it when you're in the scene, but that's what you do have to do in the scene. There has to be a part of you that says that I want to jump on that thing. So yes, those were definitely shiny objects as far as I was concerned too. Okay, let's get two more people in. We'll do it again. You've definitely got to go. You've got to go. We're gonna do this and that. Okay, 2 minutes, and I'll get out of the way. Go for it.
Hey, dude, we've been driving for hours. Where are we going?
You'll see when we get there.
How long is and far is there?
It's a little bit of a ways.
I need
Yeah.
to take a pee.
Oh, you should have before we started going again. Last stop. But there's nothing around. I'll pull off. You know, we got to get there on time, man. I'm sorry. You got to hold it.
Do we make it?
We'll make it. You'll make it. You can do this. I believe in you. We'll get there.
Oh, you believe in me. This is the first time I heard that.
What do you mean? No. I believed in you before.
If you believe me, why don't you tell me where we're going?
Okay, I want it to be a surprise, but you don't like surprises, do you?
Is it our anniversary? You're surprising me?
Well, that wouldn't be too much of a surprise. You figured it out.
So where are we going?
We'll get there.
Scene. Good. Okay, nice. I like that. That was fun. Any thoughts? Any shiny object pop into anyone's brain?
About getting there on time.
Okay, that's one.
I guess Joshua's reluctance to tell them the location, at least at the very beginning.
Yeah.
Okay, that's true. Anything else?
I thought when Lilith, am I saying it right?
Yes, Lilith. Yes.
Lilith, when he said, when he asked him, "Oh, you believe in me?" I thought that popped out to me.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Anyone else? Could be something that someone's already said. I just want to know what you see.
That mystery of there and there never being identified specifically.
That's true too. So those are shiny objects. Definitely all of those are shiny objects. Once again, it's subjective. If you're in a scene and the first one, what was the first one that was right off the bat? That's not telling him where.
Right.
If that doesn't strike you as a shiny object, okay, something will strike you as the first shiny object that you think is a shiny object. It's subjective. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes everybody in the place can see that, but usually it's subjective. The first one for me was "I believe in you." That to me was like, well, this is what the scene is this is what the scene is about. I say, oh no, it's about that now. It's this, and Lilith was clever enough to not let it just go by, to not just keep saying, "But I have to pee." Which a lot of people would do in beginner improvisers, would just keep insisting on their point of view. but he picked up that thing. He used it like a shiny object,
Nice.
and said, "Oh, you believe in me. So I'm glad you believe in me, but don't you believe in me enough to tell me where we're going?" Bam. Okay, so now what we've got is relationship, which we sort of had. Yeah, you can't expect to have one in the first 10 seconds, but we sort of have a relationship. And now, if this scene was to go on for 10 minutes, you could play that more often, you know? We're going to stop for some food. Really? What are we going to have? I'm not telling you. But I believe in you. I believe in you, but I'll choose the food because you'll get us killed. But I believe in you. So, so that's a shiny object. And yes, also just the fact that he's not going to tell us where they're going is certainly a shiny object. It's certainly a thing that can be used. Like, okay, I don't care how long this scene is. We're not going to divulge where this is going. So all of those things are just little pieces of little blips on the radar, your personal radar screen. Nice job. True. Okay, let's get more folks in. What am I doing? No, you're already out. You're I'm taking you. You gotta go. Where are you? You gotta go. Where am I? Yeah. Oh, no, don't. Fear not. Fear not. There we go. Okay, you got, let's say, 2 minutes. I'll get out of
Aren't you going to say something?
Well, yeah, I finally passed.
What? Really? My God! It's your long time dream.
No, I can't believe I finally got my license. I can't believe I finally passed my laughter license. I can legally laugh now.
So proud of you. And you've been so depressed for like years and years, and now you're here. You passed the laughter license.
We can laugh together. We can actually laugh. Oh my God!
Can you give me the sample of your laughter license
Do you want to say
application? Well, yes, I want the variety.
Well, they printed out, just the paper, but I'm getting the actual ID, my laughter ID, in 2 weeks in the mail. Which is going to be amazing because I don't have to do it hidden anymore. You know what I mean? I was always in the car laughing and looking back at the mirror to see if the cops were following me. It's just now I don't have to worry about that anymore. It's, and now getting passed in so many states, like recreational laughter on all 50 states.
Scene. Good. Fun. Cool stuff. I'm going to ask everybody to tell me whether, first of all, whether or not that was grounded. Was that a grounded scene?
Yeah.
Yes. Of course
Yes.
Yes, it was. Yes.
Yeah. I think the first shiny moment was the laughter itself, so it gave it the laughter license topic.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Anyone else?
Yeah, that was laughing. That was mostly it. It started with silence. I wasn't sure if the whole thing was going to be silent at that point, but after the laughing, it took everything.
Okay.
To where it is.
Question: What's a grounded scene?
A grounded scene is a scene in
Oh,
which.
that's sorry.
No, don't worry about it. No,
I forgot. Okay.
It's not obvious. It's the difference between what we're doing and just saying things just to be funny and clever, but they don't really connect. In any
Does
way.
it have to be funny all the time?
No, but it will be.
No. Oh.
You know what I mean? Because it's because it's improv and it's in the context of everything else around it funny. When it starts to get really serious, that's even funnier sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, if somebody steps on a rake in a garden and gets hit in the head by the handle, if it happens to someone else, that's funny. If it happens to you, it's not. That's a general example, but
Right.
yeah, a comedy is drama that happens to somebody else. Sometimes.
Yes.
It can.
Okay, yeah.
Not always, but
All
it can
right.
be. But yes. But
Right.
no, grounded. It will turn funny, and the more seriously you take it in the scene, the funnier we're going to think it is. I mean, if you think it's really funny, if you think it's really serious that mom burned the oatmeal again, and you're crying and you're upset and you're going to leave and you're calling the police and she's begging you not to and she's holding on to you, please don't leave. I promise I won't burn the oatmeal. And you're screaming and yelling and there's tears coming. I don't care what you say. That's funny.
Right.
So like a dark comedy.
Well, in comedy, you make big things out of little things, and you make little things out of big things.
Ooh, I like that.
But nothing is as it is. Everything is slightly a funhouse mirror, slightly different.
Yeah.
But yes, grounded simply means that we believe your character would say that. We believe that your character believes that. So that scene, you could have played it if you played it differently. And I got my laugh license today. It could have been not grounded, if because it's a silly idea, but they were very serious about it, and it was Joy who made it grounded. Her reaction to it, as absolutely normal, of course. That's what made it work. And Jeremiah knew that she would do that. So, what other shiny moments did you see? Shiny objects? Anything?
When Joy, what was that? Was asking for variety.
That's cute. That's cute. That was cute. Anything else?
Also, when she said that he's been depressed for so long, that could have changed the course too.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, those to me, those are all grounded things. Shiny objects. I tell you another shiny object that I saw. It only happened once or twice, but it happened toward the beginning. Jeremiah kept doing these gestures with his hands, like and this, and so imagine a scene in which everything you then do, you have it's this. So that's also a shiny object.
Right.
So it can be nonverbal. Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah, I liked that, and as I said, it can be nonverbal. Okay, let's swap it up and let's get. I think what we have left.
First time. Okay.
I've saved you for last.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Okay. Let's see how.
Amy, how long have you been dead? I mean, 200 years is a little.
200?
Right. How long have you been dead? I mean, this is haunting is so tiring. Nobody gets scared anymore. I mean, how do you do it?
I already got kicked out of my old cemetery. I just got sent here, so you're gonna have to show me the ropes.
What happened?
I scared a priest during a funeral.
Girl.
I know. They just keep transferring me. I don't fit in anywhere.
Why do you do this to yourself?
I like change, you know? I don't like staying in one place for too long.
True, that's true. Okay, so what are your plans? I mean, this is exciting, don't you think?
You should come with me. We should get kicked out of this place together. This place is so boring. How long you've been here for 200 years?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. You look amazing.
Really? I think it's the river slime and some aloe. It's just but this is a great idea. Where should we go?
Well,
first, okay.
The thing is, the only way to actually get transferred is to either scare children. They have to be like 2. They're so easy to scare though. Or priests, that's it.
Terrible.
What? Terrible? We're literally supposed to be terrible. You're too nice.
Scene. Very nice. Very nice. You just gave us an example, a very extreme example of how something that is absolutely insane is grounded. You're dead and you're haunting people. And if Amy hadn't responded in the way that she did, which most of us would have, but if she hadn't, then that would have been weird. As it turned out, the rest of us are weird. The 2 of you are normal. That's really the way it is. That's how you do grounded. Like, hey, audience, you guys are strange. This is real. So let's hear some shiny moments, shiny objects.
Well, I got the one where liking the change. I like change.
I like change. Okay. What else?
I thought Kana discovered her own shining moment by herself in the beginning. Because she was 10, she was going on cam, and then she was doing this, checking her face. She said, I look dead.
Yeah, it could be that. Anything else?
Kicked out of the cemetery. So the hauntings, they were kicked out. So that drive the whole, like, let's leave here. Let's
Yeah. Anyone else?
I like how they supported each other as like ghosts. It's a shining moment for me.
Yeah. For me, the first shiny moment, of course, at the beginning when we discover that it's what's going on, that's cool. But to me, I mean, yes, that's shiny, but it's sort of exposition. It's sort of like, okay, it's setting the table. Like here's the meal we're having. Okay. And oh, by the way, I'm also serving rattlesnake. To me, a shiny moment was also the one where we got getting kicked out, how to get transferred.
Yeah, I like that.
Not just kicked, transferred from one cemetery to another. I think that's funny, and they picked up on it. Of course, they didn't let the shiny they didn't let anything go past them. But they didn't let that. They took everything and used it. But that shiny object did change the direction of things a little bit. And it was something that now it's not just about being dead. It's about there's red tape. There's administrative stuff going on when you're dead. So that was cool. Yes. So we see shiny objects now, and we also got a good. I almost said good grounding. In being grounded, I swear that I didn't mean it that way. But we also learned about grounding just now. We went way out, but didn't, which is really cool. So the next thing I want to talk about is something that's related to this, and this is very simple. This is a very simple thing to do, and improvisers keep forgetting to do it. And it's the simplest thing in the world, and you can do it all the time. And are you ready? Are you sitting on the edge of your seat? Because this is a thing that you can do all the time. No one will ever know in the audience if they follow you around. They'll never catch on to what it is that you're doing. And you're always going to improve a scene by doing it. And it's this.
Oh.
I like that.
I'm not going for a ride with you in the car. I'm going for a ride with you in the Mustang. I'm not taking you to the store to buy a suit. I'm taking you to Target to buy a suit. I'm not just smoking a cigarette. I'm smoking Salem's. I'm not just drinking soda. I'm drinking a Mr. Pibb. I'm not just taking you to the hospital. I'm taking you to St. Bartholomew's of the Sorrows Hospital. I know, right? Why would you choose generic when you could have the brand name stuff for free? And we forget it all the time. Anytime you have a choice, just get it into your head to do it. Because I will tell you this, 100% of the time it improves your scene. Number two, that's often the shiny object. Or a shiny object.
Right. That's right.
What kind of person am I? If I'm a character and says, okay, Joey, we're gonna get you your first 3-piece suit. Come on, we're going to Target. What do you know about me?
You're suburban.
What else?
Simple. You're simple. If you think Target's fancy for a 3-piece suit, come on. That's where you go for it.
You're being a little too kind by calling me simple, but there's more to it.
You're mainstream America. Heartland.
Yeah.
I'm also probably low income.
Yes.
I think that the place to get a suit is at Target. So am I likely to be a CEO?
No.
So simply by saying, let's go to Target to get you a suit instead of let's go to the store to get you a suit, you know everything about me.
Wow.
Nice.
What does it take? You got to inject all that context just by choosing something. I mean, you don't have to make it weird. Hey, honey, let's go for a ride in my 1966 Plymouth Fury with a 8-cylinder 318 engine and the twin bucket seats. That's a little ridiculous, maybe. But God, think about it. Before you go on a stage, before you go into a scene, put it into your head. I'm going to be specific about something. I know improvisers who do it all the time. And it's such a pleasure because I know they're thinking about it and I know they're going to do it. And I'm just waiting to see what they do. And we had a huge 25-minute piece about Dr. Pepper once, about how Dr. Pepper became a doctor.
Wow.
Simply because somebody said Dr. Pepper instead of I'm just going to have a soft
soda.
25 minutes.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
Be specific. It's so goddamn simple. And we forget it. So that's what I want you to do now. I want you to do some scenes in which you are specific. You don't have to go overboard, but just be natural. But, most people do it normally anyway. No one says, I'm going to go out for some fast food. They say, I'm going to Burger King. Right? Honey, you have the keys to the Prius? Okay. So let's do it. Any questions? It's not that complicated. Okay. And obviously, if you're in a scene with someone who's doing that, it's up to you to kind of respond.
Mm-hmm.
You understand something now about this character, so use it. Okay, here we go. No questions, I assume. Okay, all right. Whew. All right, here we go. I will take you out and shoot you. No, I will take you out one at a time. 1, 2, 3. Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, same thing. 2 minutes. We'll do longer scenes a little bit later. 2-minute scene ish, and let's hear somebody use specifics. And don't forget, there's other stuff too. Grounded. Look for a shiny object if you want, but specifics. And goodbye.
Well, you look proud of yourself tonight, don't you?
I am actually. I graduated valedictorian. Yeah.
And I didn't even get. You always throw this in my face. School's not my thing. School is not my thing.
Well,
you know, what are you gonna do now? Go to college? Oh, you're so cool.
I mean, that was the plan. I have the thing for UConn all set up and everything. I just gotta mail it.
What does UConn even mean? I don't even know what that means.
University of Connecticut.
Con is short for Connecticut.
It can be.
I don't understand you people. Why do you? School's not that important. Who cares?
You people.
Oh, educated people, whatever you want to call yourselves.
I guess I'll go with educated.
I'm still going to always be your cousin. You know that, right? And I don't care about school. I don't care about UConn. I don't care about the state of Connecticut. I don't even know where it is on a map. What? And I'm fine. I make money. How many fans do you have on OnlyFans?
Not as many. What? I didn't mean to. Okay. I get it.
Valedictorian.
I get it. You're jealous. Listen.
Jealous of someone who's going to be a con man?
It's okay. That's just short for Connecticut. It's a long
scene. There you go. Just needed one more little sprinkle of nutmeg. That was good. UConn. There you go. And you did pick it up. You did use it as what does that mean? Well, who knows what that means? I don't even know where Connecticut is. Okay, that was good. So you wouldn't have said any of those things if he had just said, I've got into college, that was fun. Anyone have a comment who wasn't in it?
I think it defined also Amy because she's anti-college when she heard the word University of Connecticut.
Yeah. Well, she sort of already was, or at least she thought of him as an elitist. But then that's telling us that you're anti-college by not knowing where Connecticut is and not knowing that being American and not know what UConn is. That shows us that she doesn't know anything.
Nice.
So that's lovely. So you did it and you used it, and that's great. Any other comments about that? Nothing. Okay, 2 more. Let's keep it rolling. You gotta go. You've got to go. Okay. Okay. I'll give you one tip, Akana. Don't use the person's actual name.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Yeah, because then we think of the person rather than the character. So
Right. Okay.
so in fact, what I'll do, just to make it a little easier, is I will do that. So here we go. Go ahead whenever you're ready.
Have you found it?
I'm still looking for it. Okay, it's got it's got to be in here somewhere. It's got to be in here.
5 minutes, Gary. This is.
I'll get you 5 minutes to put up a portrait. Like, give me a second, okay, Sandra? Like, I'm trying to find the Phillips. All right.
Okay.
I'm not gonna go with Craftsman. All right. I'm going with DeWalt this whole time. All right. DeWalt is my brand. You know this. I'm not gonna work with any other tool. So I'm getting the DeWalt Phillips screwdriver. It's in here somewhere. I swear.
DeWalt.
It's what?
Fine. Just go ahead. Go.
Okay, let me find it. I mean, you gotta be like over me.
Can't you just use your fingers? I mean, the screws are pretty.
It's
loose.
not the same. You don't get the right firmness with 2 fingers. What?
Go. Just go.
Don't distract me. Okay.
Okay.
It's the fact that you don't even know. All right, like it's how did I even marry you? Like you don't even know the difference. It's in here somewhere. That's a flathead. That's not gonna do. All right, 1 second. It's in here. So I swear.
Okay.
You know?
I love you. You can do this. I believe in you.
You believe in me.
Yes, baby. Go ahead.
All right. I got it.
There you go. Okay.
Right. So
Mhm.
you did get the right screws though, right?
Scene. He needs a specific brand of Phillips screwdriver, not just a specific kind of screwdriver, but a specific brand of screwdriver. That's great. Any comments?
The DeWalt when it's seen in the t-shirt. I was laughing so hard.
Wow. I didn't even notice. Oh man.
No way.
Kana, you dress so specifically. Dress for improv success. Anyone? Any other? That's very funny. Any other thoughts?
I love when Kana. Wait, how do you say your name? Is it
Kana.
How do you Kana?
Yeah.
Kana? Okay.
Like-
I love when you said, why can't you just use your fingers? I was.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So funny.
Yeah, that's great. Anything else? No. Well, it was a hilarious scene, and Kana, you did underplay it a lot, which is good. I mean, that's a good thing. You did support. Sometimes your response was just all right. That's good. That's a lot of improvisers think that they've always got to say a lot. Sometimes it's just perfect, because it is acting. Yeah, that was lovely. Loved it. I wish I'd done that. Let me put it this way. I'm gonna do that someday. that same one. Okay, let's remove and keep going. There. Okay, whenever you're ready, go.
Baby loves. Oh, baby loves.
Where'd you get that from?
I just saw it downstairs, and it looks like it doesn't have an owner. It's sleepy. Look, how cute.
She looks sick.
Sick?
Yeah.
Oh, poor thing. Can we adopt?
I'm not for cats. You have something to drink?
Water?
I mean something poisonous like beer.
Beer? For what?
Uh I just I just don't know. I'm just tense when I'm with you. I need a beer. Can you make that Guinness? You
Okay.
have Guinness?
Uh, you know what? When I'm afraid, I just like inhale, exhale, then inhale the positivity and exhale the negativity, and it's rewarding. Try
Okay,
it.
I'll try it. I smell
Inhale.
the I smell the froth of beer. Ah,
Yeah, brought up beer.
ah. I I think I'm allergic to the cat hair.
Okay.
Ah, you're so you adopt cats. You gave money to your brother. Are you becoming Saint Therese of Avila?
Well, it makes me happy to
In
see
he-
other happy.
then you'll go to heaven. In heaven, there's beer. Have you got beer? You just have water, or is that holy water?
We can buy beer here. I have soju.
Korean. That's so like for kids. The Korean pop
Okay,
addicts.
I have Sanmig.
Oh, that has froth. That's from Manila, right?
Yeah,
What? I think I need Saint Jerome's beer. It fits you
St. Jerome's
because
here.
people who adopt dogs go to heaven, and you have Saint Jerome,
Here.
and you can pray to him. You can pray to him.
Yeah, just don't go over drink. You know,
But
when you go over drink, you get dizzy and like you don't know what to do.
try Saint Jerome. It might make you holier.
Holier. Okay. Good job. It might make you holier.
Thanks for the heaven prompt.
Yeah, it's okay. Well, you did toss in Guinness right away, which is actually one of my favorite beers, ales. So I would hope that to pick up on that rather than to let it drop, just to put it there and let it fall. Guinness, you said something poisonous, and then you said
Yes.
beer, Guinness, and so I thought, okay, he's going to prove to us that Guinness is poisonous, or that Guinness is the most poisonous beer, or something, or maybe he wants to poison the cat because he thinks it's sick, or all these thoughts were racing through my head. Why poisonous Guinness? And so it was a fun scene. But here's the thing: when you set something up like that, when you set up Guinness poisonous, and then you don't follow it up, what you're doing is you're promising the audience something, and then you're not giving it to them. It's like walking into a scene with a shotgun and loading the shotgun, like a real scene in a movie. People are having breakfast. Somebody crashes through the door with a shotgun, loads the shotgun, and puts it down and has breakfast, and the shotgun's never even talked about again. You've got to wonder why did you so bring a sword, use a sword. Bring a gun, use a gun. Bring a Guinness, use a Guinness. Because otherwise the promise that you've made to the audience, that they think the idea is this is a play, and we're writing it, but it's a play. So everything that we put in here is for a reason. And if we put it there, you can bet we're going to use it. So don't let it fall. You got to use it. That's what the shiny objects and the specifics are for, to keep our promises. Cool. Okay. Any other thoughts from anybody? Nope. Okay. let's move on. What do we have? I believe I'm not really good at this. I know it's Marissa and Jeremiah. Is it? Is that right?
Yes.
Right. That's what I thought. Okay. All right. Specificity, and try to use it.
It's the first time I get this cornrow style, you know?
It's
You
it's
like 'em?
working for you. I mean, very different.
I usually get 12 cornrows. Now I got 33 cornrows.
Now let me see the sides. Oh, the side cornrows. Those ones. That's where it's at. 'Cause if you put your head down a little, let me see the top.
Yeah?
Yeah, like
You like them? The design, I got them done in Little Havana, you know?
ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. This morning I had a cafecito with Eduardo, you know? And I said, oh my God, what should I do after a cafecito? And it was spontaneous, you know? I
So
started,
did he do it?
he started it. He actually started to do it, but like halfway through, he broke a finger,
Which finger?
his ring finger.
Oh man.
I know. I said, I've never seen anyone like do cornrows like so intensely. I mean, he's the best I've ever had.
Well, I mean, when you're doing the cornrow style, you really got to get deep in there with the fingers. I see how that happens, but oof, does that gotta hurt? Man. But
you know what I really miss is when you used to do my cornrows. You know, you used to use that, you know, Vaseline, but not the original version, the Walmart version, you know?
oh gosh, yeah, that like off-brand. They won't call it Vaseline, petroleum jelly.
That's right.
That knockoff stuff where it makes it sound like you're putting gelled gasoline or something in your hair. I love that. You're deep in there, half a container per. Oh, I do miss that.
Let's just, you know, let's go to Popeyes and just do my cornrows. What do you think?
I mean, I could. You know what? Yeah. Let's do it. Let's go to Popeyes, change it up, get some fresh cornrows. Let me do them. Let me do those.
Just do me a favor. Don't tell Eduardo, okay?
My lips are sealed. Eduardo will never know.
Okay, cool, good. We got there. We were mostly there, but then we got somewhere else. Cool. Yeah. What did you guys think was a shiny object? I know we're talking about specifics, but they're really the same thing.
Well, first of all, I loved how the specificity wasn't necessarily like a brand or anything. It was just the amount of clone rows he had. Like he was kind of counting it. So I thought there were.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if anything, it was him bringing that up, and then the specific number. Like I didn't get 13 this time. I got like 20 something. 33. Oh, you remember? Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I like the drift that he's becoming a Cubano when he mentioned Havana. So
yeah, he's in Little Havana drinking a cafecito.
And the food, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right. That's definitely cool. That's something to play with, you know. So don't let it drop. We're in South Florida, some of us, so that's no big deal. It's like, yeah, we're there all the time. So it's not like it's a different thing, you know. It's not like saying I was at the South Pole. But yeah, play it. Hey, Papi, you got the cornrows. Yeah. Yeah. Gotta get that arroz con pollo, Papi. So
See,
play
I
that.
took French.
Yeah.
I remember none of it.
That would have been funny. That would have been funny. French. Why not be French? But then I thought another funny bit, and unless someone else wants to jump in.
The finger.
Yeah, that was cool. That was cool. It would have been cooler if it, instead of being someone else that we're not seeing, if it's a thing that happened to him.
Oh.
So we can see it rather than just hear about it.
Like this.
Yeah. Well, exactly. But I loved the what was it? Walmart? Was it the Walmart Vaseline?
Yeah.
I thought it was getting naughtier.
Petroleum jelly.
I think that when you hit Walmart Vaseline, petroleum jelly, the store brand stuff, which is better for to me, that's you got to hit that. You got to hit that. We hear it. Somebody said it, and in the audience, somebody's thinking, "Why'd they say that? Gee, where's that going?"
Oh.
Gone. So that's what the shiny object is for. It's for us to latch onto, and it's also to keep us keeping our promises that we don't even realize we're making. Not throwing in a second and third volleyball when we've got a perfectly good one to play with. So I mean, I loved the store brand Vaseline. That's brilliant. So I would like to see more of that. But then you did. Then you did get onto why don't we do it, and we'll go to Popeyes, and that's so great. So any comments so far about what we're doing?
The shiny object, since, for example, I started a specific object and the other one started with a cat, so it's kind of hard to figure which to pursue.
Yeah, it's hard to do. It's hard to have two. Like I said, it's hard to have two volleyballs going at the same time. In fact, sometimes when there's a shiny object, potential shiny object, and you have an idea that's different, but it's a good idea, here's what you should do.
Okay. Yeah.
You can always bring it in later, if in a longer scene. But if I say we're playing with my football, I brought my football and we're playing with it, don't bring yours and throw it out on the field too.
Okay.
That's the one. We're all playing with the same ball at the same time.
Okay.
And we don't need to. So be thankful, give it up, and be thankful that somebody brought a football. And that we can play. And it's going to get lost, and then bring in yours. But don't let everything gets recycled. Don't let anything fall to the ground that's useful. Don't, because it's not just a shame. As I said, it's a disappointment to the audience. It's like, well, I heard 17 things and they didn't use any of them. It was like 17 half ideas and none of them actually got finished. It's better to have one and finish it. Yes? Okay, so let's just do some scenes keeping all this nonsense in mind. All right?
Joey?
Yes.
I have a question. Like in the specific choices, I had a hard time in the specific at times, not all the time. Like for example, with the scene with Lilith, I didn't capture the Guinness. Is it a true beer? There, the true. I didn't capture.
But
That's
it
why
doesn't
I did.
matter. It doesn't matter. You can make up a beer. You know,
Oh.
Mm.
you can, you can make up a college. You know, yeah,
Mm.
yeah. I got my acceptance letter from Pahuska State.
Right.
Pahuska State U. PSU. Pahuska State. Go Pahuska. Go Pahuska. Go Pahuska. I don't think there is such a place.
Yeah.
So yeah. Whatever you say is true is true. So if someone, it doesn't have to be real, or it can be, but just make it sound real. Some people won't know. Some people will think Pahuska State is a college. Some people will know it's not. It doesn't matter. It works within your scene. So when you see or hear that thing, use it.
Excuse me, Kana is leaving.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I have to go.
Okay.
My daughter woke up. I hope to join again.
Okay.
Well, thank you so
Bye.
much.
Thank you, Kana.
Bye, Kana.
I did it this time. Yay. I'll try a different time slot. Maybe that will be better. But
Okay.
I learned so much. Thank you, guys. Thanks for
Thank
the
you.
energy.
Sure.
Bye. Have a great
Bye.
evening.
Bye.
Bye.
Nice meeting you.
You too. See you around.
Okay. So let's just do a couple of scenes and just keep that stuff in mind. Okay. And remove. If I already put you together, tell me. I don't think I did. And go.
Chill.
Yeah, super. You?
Same old day.
Yeah. Days. It seems like the days in Alaska are just so monotonous, you know? It's like always the same. It's like it's always so dark here, you know?
Is it chilly now there?
Yeah, but I just went to Joe's and I got my new a Red Fox coat.
Red. So in all white, you're in red. That's a nice sight. In an all white snow.
Oh my God! The other day I got this. Yeah, I was walking on the snow. Like I was almost getting to the peak of the mountain, and when I had my coat on, first of all, I was not cold at all. Like I did not feel the -0 degrees or whatever. Like the red, for some reason, like red foxes are really warm, you know. And just climbing up the mountain, I felt like, you know, I made it. Like I think if you have a red coat climbing up a mountain alone, like you made it.
In our place, the red thing will trigger bull. Will that trigger the wolves there and attack you?
The wolves?
Yeah, in Alaska.
You know, there was one moment when I was getting to the peak that yes, actually, there was. I had like 4 around me, but it seems like they, you know, the red fox and the gray Alaskan blue-eyed wolf, they're friends and they actually like to mate when it's full moon.
But
okay, scene, cool. It was fun. Stupid ass shit. That's really funny. Let me tell you something I quickly saw. That was a hidden shiny object. There was some great shiny objects, but there was a hidden one that like if it was -0. It's -0 out there, which is now 0 is cold, but -0. Holy crap! Holy crap! It was -0. How did you survive -0? So see, once you start,
Andy.
yeah, once you start tuning yourself to this, that's a very subtle one. But once you, I promise you, there are improvisers I know who would have picked up on that and jumped all over it. And oh wow, -0. Shit.
Because the red coat is obvious, no?
No, the red coat's great. You were playing it great. So then you could have picked up another one, you know. The red coat, blah blah blah. It's -0. -0. Shit. You know.
Nice.
It was not just, it was like not just 85 degrees where I am today. It was like positive 85 degrees. Okay. So fun. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And you did all the stuff. So that was great. Let's swap it out. What happened? Oh, yeah. Okay. Go. I mean,
All right, I give up. There's something behind those eyes there. You're holding it back, some news. I can't guess anywhere. You gotta tell me. Come on.
You can't handle it.
Ah, I'm so excited. What is it? What'd you do?
I had the best waffles this morning. Not just any typical Eggo, okay? No, it was the best Eggo I've ever had, and it was, you know how you buy one package, right? And it's either blueberry or you get chocolate chip. I opened this one, bought chocolate chip, and it was both. It was both, Cassandra. It had both flavors, the juiciness. I think I've peaked at life. I think that's it. I think there's nothing that could go beyond this.
But that's impossible. Surely the Eggo people wouldn't put those two together.
It's a sign. It's everything's up. Everything is. This is it. This was it. I'm done. I don't need. I don't even need to do anything anymore. It's. This is my life. I've peaked. I'm done.
Was this when I was upstairs?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I called out your name. But I mean, it was only the one. There wasn't any more, so there wouldn't have been enough for us anyway. I mean, I was able to eat it, and it was amazing. And I like to think maybe, you know, I would have shared that with you, but you don't even understand. You couldn't.
No, hold on a second here. You could have brought me a bite. You get the prince of waffles. The supreme Eggo. And you could. I was upstairs. You could have grabbed me. I'll never know that taste explosion.
You won't. And you know what?
Oh, what were you gonna say?
I don't know.
Okay. And you know what? We'll never find out. That was cool. It was all there. Yeah, it wasn't just an Eggo waffle. It was the best one I've ever. Yeah. And so that's if I hadn't put that there, it wouldn't have mattered. It was going great anyway. But it was a suggestion to show once again how making a big thing out of a little thing is what a lot of what we do. So if it's a little thing like I had a waffle that had both things on it, that could be a cue to just make a mountain out of that molehill. But if you didn't, that's fine. You were going fine anyway. Any comments quickly from anybody? Nothing?
I like the camera work.
The camera work. Yeah, right. Yeah, the close up.
I'm trying to study on yellow really carefully.
Yeah. Yeah. If you ever watch Shitty Improv, which is a show we do on Monday nights, which is 7:30 in the morning for you, 7:30 Monday night for us. You'll get what that's all about. Okay, let's get gone. I think I have. What does that leave us with? That leaves us with that, and I'll get out of the way. Specifics, if you can. Shiny object, if you can play with it. If another one pops up, play with that. Grounded, big thing out of little thing out of big thing, that kind of shit. Okay, go. And there's one ball. You're both playing with it.
Hey, Debbie.
Yes, Steven.
We both have blurred vision now. We
They're
used to
just
be.
glasses. They are just glasses. We're not that special.
Mine is Dolce. Where did you get yours?
Mine is Kmart.
Ah. You transferred? You're now near Kmart?
Oh, I love Kmart. That's the only place I shop at.
Oh, do they accept credit cards there?
Listen, I live paycheck to paycheck. It's fine. I'm making ends meet, you know?
Oh, I didn't
I'm
know.
not
I'm
a
sorry.
trust fund baby like you.
You should have called me. It might be harder to see my name now. Can you remove your glasses? I miss those blue eyes. We should have dropped Kmart and we can see through each other without it. I miss you.
I miss you too. I do. I really do. I know I should have called.
Yeah, and maybe you could take a break and come over here. So you can guide me and tell me what the bus name is with your glasses on.
We've tried this so many times.
Okay, scene. You've tried that so many times. What a shitty life. That's cool. I like that you did finally make it about. Oh, it was about you all along, but I like the intensification of it. That it was almost like I have to. The only way I can see you more clearly is if I see you less clearly. Which is kind of cool. And then making it about that, it was really cool. Any comments from anybody? And the Dolce Gabbana and the Kmart, that's cool. Any comments?
I love the. Do they take credit cards there?
Yeah. And she didn't answer it. Which is kind of cool because I mean they do, but you want. It's much cooler if they don't. They take food stamps. Yeah. Okay. Who's Joy? I'm because kind of bowed out. That gives me a chance, so I'm going to jump in. Okay. So we keep doing what we were doing. Yes. What do you say? You there?
I agree. I agree.
Okay. Well. And
I agree.
And
I agree.
And
You're so okay. I agree that you need to just shout out all the anger that I have in here. So angry.
Okay, that wasn't what I was trying to get you to say. I don't know where that came from. Okay. Was that Dr. Fetterman bringing that out of you? You've got to stop seeing her. You got to stop seeing her. Okay.
Why?
Because she's making me miserable. Okay.
Oh,
You're expressing yourself and it's killing me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I made you feel like that. But
no, you didn't do it. You didn't do it. Dr. Fetterman did it. She did it.
Oh, really?
Yes. She's doing it to both of us.
Oh, I don't want our marriage to be destroyed because
of course not.
Of the doctor.
The better you get, the worse our marriage is. Is that how you want things to be?
Oh, no, I don't want.
No.
Oh, I will delete her from my Facebook.
Delete her? No. You're going to kill her.
Kill her?
Kill her. You could say, hey, I wasn't myself. I was mentally unstable. I could prove it. I killed a psychiatrist.
Yeah, I could sneak some poisonous drug.
Yes. Remember when I tried to do that to you?
Yeah.
You came close, right?
Yeah.
But you've got an excuse. You've got a prescription.
Yeah. It's a great idea.
Yeah.
That girl that trying to destroy our marriage.
Yes. So yes. You're feeling happier already, aren't you?
Yeah.
And see.
Sounds so good.
Oh my God, I never get to do improv anymore. I never get to do it. I run 4 shows and I don't get to do improv on any of them. That was fun. But there's specifics. I named the name. I named it wasn't just the doctor. I was Dr. Fetterman. It didn't mean much, but still, it made it more believable. That was fun to do. Any comments?
My favorite line was, "The better you get, the worse."
Yeah. She's making me miserable.
I enjoyed that. Okay. So let's go around the room. We do our takeaway thing, and we'll start right there with my latest victim, Joy. Anything you took away?
The specifics, I like it, and the shining moment, and I had fun with the improv with Tom. I was clueless. I was like forced to go in the cliff. So I was like, what will I do? Like that. So I just invest in emotion, anger. Then that's all.
Great. Cool. Thank you. Joshua.
It made me nervous.
Good. That's what we should be. We should never be comfortable while we're doing improv. The audience should be comfortable. We should be uncomfortable. Go ahead, Joshua.
Well, I like the specificity. That's something I really want to retain in my head.
Yeah.
Because it's so easy to be vague, but it's so much easier to be specific, and that makes it so much better.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Waffles versus Eggos. That was a great example.
There you go. Mike Myers, you know Mike Myers. Some people might not know who Mike Myers is. He was what's his name?
Austin Powers.
Austin Powers,
That's
right?
it?
Yeah. He said he used to do workshops too, and he used to say, "I'm vague man. I have a job. I eat food. I go places. I'm vague man." So yeah. Okay, Jeremiah, what do you got?
Same thing. Specifics, details, just make them rain.
Lilith, anything?
I had a hard time, but when you said make it into a relationship and think of one ball. So when it was time for Amy, I listened to those tips and it works.
It did.
It was so helpful. They were so helpful.
It did. It really did. It showed. And once again, you weren't doing anything wrong. There was nothing wrong with this. There's nothing wrong with anybody's scenes. If I'd left you alone, you'd be doing fine. But is fine good enough for you? I don't know. John, what do you got?
Again, with the specificity, I just love how I guess being specific just opens up new possibilities and helps focus a scene and like you said, reveals character and I guess just in general makes scenes more interesting. So
yes, and it's one more thing. It's easy.
Yeah.
It's easy. You don't have to think.
Just name
you don't have to create. It's just easy. Andy, what'd you take from today?
Amy's eyes are blue and Joy's creepy. One person are cool, like they're like giggling.
And Tommy's a murderer. Tommy's a murderer.
More Tom. Do improv with each and everyone because I know it's with other pairings it'll be a different flavor as well. So
yeah.
Excited.
Yeah, and we're not gonna, Joy. We're not gonna kill the doctor with poison. We're gonna use a screwdriver, and it's gonna be a DeWalt screwdriver.
Nothing better.
Nothing better. Marissa, what do you got?
I like the focus on the creating something specific, and then that can be the shiny object. But I also like that there were a few things that came up where you were specific, but not brand name specific. That you can identify a specific object and have everyone know that exact specific object in their mind, and not give a brand at all.
Right, and it's never, never. I'm going to the doctor. Say the name, and please, I beg you. Maybe in the Philippines this works better. I swear to you. Please don't make it Smith, Jones, or Johnson. Dr. Smith. I mean, really? Honestly, that is the laziest thing you can think of. Think of something else. Think of some kid you went to school with who had a name.
Dr. Punong Bayan.
There you go. That is so much better than Dr. Smith. Don't do vague Smith. Unless your name is Smith, and I'm very sorry for you. Amy, you're not Smith.
No. I also like, Tom, how you said don't let things pass you. Like it's like you're waiting for your luggage at the airport and you let it pass without, oh man, I missed it. And so I like how after scenes you would say, oh, here was the shiny object. Don't let it fall. Don't let it fall. Get it, grab it, And so just trying to focus on that and not let those things that could be potentially scene changing pass you by. So I really like that too. And also, like you said, everyone else said the same thing, the specificity. You're going to say car anyway. It takes just as many words, like you said, to say Mustang. So I don't know. That really helped my brain too.
Right. And the shiny object, once again, the specificity and the shiny objects are there. And you want to grab them, yes, to make your scene better. But once again, as I say, very often, without realizing it, we're implicitly making promises to the audience. And I knew a great actor, director, musician from Vienna years and years ago, an older guy, who used to say that in any stage presentation, in anything, whatever's going on is either information or entertainment. If it's neither of those two, it shouldn't be in the play. And that sort of works for us too. We don't, and smiling is information and entertainment in what we're doing. So you're making promises to the audience. You don't realize it, but you're making a promise, and they're sitting there accepting that you know what you're doing, and that you said a thing, and that this is a play, and for some reason the playwright wrote that thing. And how's that going to be used? Never. So pay attention. Be economical. We don't need a lot of stuff. We need a couple of things, and we need to use the shit out of them. Okay. That's all I got. So thank you guys very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Tom.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Everyone.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.